Hey everybody, happy Monday. In years past, even maybe last year, I would have said happy Halloween, but no more. No more. And there's some reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why. And I don't really know how to begin this, so I'll just jump right in. First of all, why do you celebrate something that you don't actually fully understand? I think that goes for most of us, even people who claim that they're pagans or Wiccans or they're honoring the Day of the Dead. I want to share with you a lot of things in this relatively brief post about why I don't celebrate Halloween anymore. I've made a conscious decision not to. And if you feel differently or you agree, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. First of all, a person made a great point. And I want to say that in America today, there's a lot of holiday appropriation of Christian holidays and actual holy days. Now, Halloween is not an official holiday. It's not a holy day by any means. It's actually goes back from, it stems back from its origination, its roots in paganism. So there's no denying that when you are celebrating Halloween, and maybe you think it's fun because you get dressed up. Who doesn't like to get dressed up and make believe and all this stuff? It's from the Celtic festival of Samhain. It's spelled Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain. This is over 2,000 years ago. And the reason why it's become appropriated here in the West is because the Romans went up there, and like a lot of the holidays appropriated it, just like the pagan holiday of the solstice in winter. The winter solstice now is when we celebrate Christmas and New Year's and all these other holidays, Hanukkah. But for the people that are trying to do good in their lives and are protecting the kids, and they want to be spiritually in alignment. You know, for a long time in my life, I lost sight with my truth and who I was and what I believed in. And I know a lot of things that we still do today, I do today, are running from an unconscious program. We've been indoctrinated real young through our school systems, through the teachings generationally passed down to us. And so I'm trying to bring more awareness so that when you do these things, if you choose to still do these things like celebrate Halloween, you know exactly what you're participating in. And on a more conscious level, you know what you're doing. Now, Halloween today has been associated with candy, giving out of candy, people partying, people getting intoxicated. Over $3 billion in sales going up during Halloween for candy, and also for Halloween costumes. And these are toxic things. You might know me from talking about health, organic superfood, nutrition, detoxifying the body, and maintaining optimal health, because I was diagnosed 9 years ago from making this video of a primary brain tumor. And that was no bueno. So I've taken steps to focus on my health, and being part of your health is not just your physical health and your nutritional health, which are huge, and those are compromised by eating crap like these processed candy foods, high sugar contents, these candies that are full of stuff that is not serving to the human body whatsoever. It's in fact poisoning children that are eating all these candies. I remember when I was a kid, we would be allowed a little bit of candy, but the ingredients and the poisons and the fillers and the artificial flavors that are in candies today are far worse than when I was young. And I'm not that old. I mean, I'm 46 right now, but high fructose corn sugar, all these artificial colorings that are linked to neurological disorders and cancer and attention deficit hyperactive disorders in kids and adults. The whole candy element to Halloween is just an abomination to the body. People are eating junk food on every major holiday. Valentine's Day, they're eating lots of candy. Easter, the 4th of July, people are roasting up, crappy meats and eating all kinds of carcinogens. So, from a spiritual perspective, Halloween is a demonic holiday. It was believed that it's the day when the dead come back, and people wearing costumes so they could, mingle in amongst the dead, so that the dark spirits, and from my understanding, the purpose of putting the jack-o'-lantern out onto the front porch is to invite these demonic entities into your home, into your life. Like, is that something you want to play around with? Do you want to play games with your Ouija board, opening up worlds to dark energies? I don't know what you believe. Maybe you're agnostic or atheist and don't believe in anything, but you at least should understand what I'm talking about with the candy. I'm talking about with, like, focusing on death and morbidity and horror. Is that the kind of world that we want to normalize? I don't. I want to normalize a world where I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. I'm filled with God. And to be shamed in a world today where if you have conviction, moral conviction, or a belief in God, a belief in Jesus Christ, that you're seen as somebody who's out of their mind, some crazy cultist. Well, what about Halloween? What about Halloween? I mean, a man made a good point that I was listening to. He said, Satanists don't come out on Good Friday. So why are you, if you are a Christian or a person of God or someone who believes in love and higher vibrations, if that's your language, this new age spirituality, if that's you, why would you go and celebrate a demonic holiday with your kids at the forefront of it? And a lot of these costumes too are full of toxins like phthalates and plastics and phenols that are putting off toxic fumes. And you're going to put these on your kids? Shoot, I don't even want to wear a mask during this whole fake last 2.5 year narrative that we've been living through. So why would you want to put that on a child? And I'm trying not to be angry. I'm trying to share this with you so maybe something I say here will make sense and it'll resonate. This is my purpose, is to elevate health, not just nutritional health, which is at the heart of this. Look at all the toxic candies, like I said, but it's also about spiritual health, moral fortitude, being a better person, and not just being like, well, who cares? Let's go drink, calling drinking partying, like you're having fun. You're poisoning yourself. You're poisoning your kids, not just nutritionally, but mentally and spiritually and emotionally. And it takes a long time. So renounce that shit. Bring it back. Don't be mad at me. I encourage you to get yourself right with God, get yourself right with the Holy Spirit. And, there's been a lot of appropriation even within the church, even within the Christian church. I was raised Catholic. A church is where two or more gather to celebrate God. Are you celebrating God? What does that mean to you? What does your life mean to you? What is your soul worth to you? Like, my soul means everything to me. So why put your kids? Why put your family? Why put your purpose? Why put your destiny? Why put your eternity on the demonic altar, right? We can laugh about that. Grew up listening to heavy metal music, and, it's all appropriation, y'all. And people say, it's just for fun. Well, if that's what your life is, I want to read something to you that I found a quote. It's from Deuteronomy 12:29. It says, whatever I command you, be careful to observe it. You shall not add to it, nor take away from it. So Halloween definitely glorifies Satanism, evil, and it was all fun and games when you're a kid and you're traumatized and you're using this darkness to, deflect from what you're feeling. And you're like, yeah, it's all a joke, until you open up and let that into your life. So don't let it into your life. Halloween allows for Satan to get a foothold into your life, and you don't want to do that. Don't be deceived. Halloween will never bring you closer to God, Creator, and you don't even have to be a Christian to believe this. Just understand Halloween is not something that you want to play with dark entities. And people are, I'm a witch, I'm a Wiccan, I'm a pagan. They don't even understand what they're getting themselves into. If they knew the hellfire that they were going into for this, they would renounce it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it a snap. Yeah, renounce that shit, man. Ezekiel said, behold, all souls are mine. The soul of the Father as well as the soul of the Son is mine. The soul of sins shall die. So the souls whose sins shall die, The Son shall not bear the guilt of the Father, nor the Father bear the guilt of the Son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. And in Ecclesiastes 9:5, we've got, for the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for their memory of them is forgotten. So I'll leave you with one last one before I cut you guys loose. Thanks for being here. This is a little bit longer than some of my videos, but I think it's important, especially on Halloween, to realize that this Halloween is a whole bunch of fuckery and tomfoolery, and pardon my language, really, I'm growing and learning every day to be more in alignment with the Holy Spirit. So it really doesn't matter what anyone thinks about me. I've lost friends through speaking the truth and through being more in love and more alignment with health. And I see people in our society normalizing sickness and normalizing demonic behavior. And I'm not here to judge. There's only one judge. I mean, you know who that is. So Matthew 10:28 said, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell. So your soul, by giving it up to demonic entities, for doing all these ritualistic stuff that you don't even realize what you're pledging your soul to, even if it's just fun and games. You don't say anything negative against yourself, even in jest. So why would you do something negative against your soul just to have fun, just to party, just to eat some poison candy? Stop bobbing for apples, y'all, and start repenting for your life and start loving your life, you know? I mean, I know the me 10 years ago, 5 years ago would be thinking, who's this crazy guy talking right now? Has he lost his damn mind? It was some kind of holy roller. Well, I'm rolling out the truth, and I'm feeling like I need to spread the Holy Spirit for all of y'all. So hope this is received for you. We all go through changes in our life, and I trust that the change that you're going to go through in your life is going to lead you closer to God and closer to love. So have a great day, and thank you.